He's a rational investor, dividend digester, saves some of his paycheck just like all his ancestors. Him looking for high yields? That's never the case. He's seeking 6% returns. Slow and steady wins the race. We pay our debts in our currency that might be unfurled if it's no longer the reserve currency of the world. Confidence in the dollar is permanent. Just ask any scholar. People are exchanging their dollars for dog money. Dog money? Dog money. Dog money. We trading it in for dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. Dog money. I'm putting it all in dog money.
Yes, good afternoon people, welcome to SirToshi's Bitcoin chart show. I hope you're enjoying yourself on this Friday afternoon. Today's date is Friday the 25th of June 2021, it is 1 o'clock. This is the Bitcoin forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network, where we find out what's up with what is going down. So let's just jump straight into it, here we go, rock and roll. So we've got CoinDance to start with, and then working away from left to right, we've got CoreCoin, Bcrash, Bitcoin. Bitcoin being the genuine Bitcoin, the original protocol, the true Bitcoin, the real Bitcoin, whatever you want to call it. The ticker symbol BSV, yes indeed. Right the way back to the Genesis block, the chain goes. And then we've got Amarie's coin, which is just it's a bit of a silly project really. But before we start, let's just kick off with Peter McCormack telling us why we call BTC CoreCoin. Take the floor, Pete.
Bitcoin is so different now from when Satoshi was here.
Yeah, it's nothing like it. That's why we don't call it Bitcoin, you absolute moron.
It's a completely different project.
Yeah, it doesn't work. It's an absolute piece of crap.
It doesn't matter who Satoshi is anymore.
No, of course it doesn't, because the project has got nothing to do with him, because it's nothing like Bitcoin.
Even if Satoshi came back, I don't think he would just be immediately welcomed as having this God-given right to decide what happens with Bitcoin. I think he would have to earn his right back into the project.
He would never want to do that because the project is an absolute piece of shit ever since the chain of signatures that he designed purposely to keep the network neutral was segregated on the 24th of August 2017 by Blockstream, who now centrally control it and have turned it into a security and have crashed its fundamental value to zero.
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
What? Like it wasn't before? Are you sure about that, Pete? Let's have that one more time.
Bitcoin is built based on consensus now.
You don't sound very sure of that, Pete. So that's why BTC is CoreCoin, and we'll just let Roger explain why we call it Bcrash.
And we're going to really spread Bitcoin Crash across the entire country here in Antigua.
There we go. And what do you say to all those multinational conglomerates who say they need a regulatory compliant monetary system in order to conduct global trade and international commerce that has got a market capitalization of literally billions of dollars?
The ones that say that the blockchains all need to be legally compliant about everything all the time, just go use your Visa card.
Fine, I will, you moron, because I need legal recourse if I'm dealing with billions, if not trillions of dollars. You absolute fool. So let's move on to Bitcoin. Check it out. Right, we're just going to have a word with the creator here. So Craig, thank you for coming on the show. Can you tell us kind of like, what was your initial, the baseline for creating such an amazing system? What's your goal for Bitcoin?
I want Bitcoin not to go up to 10,000 or 100,000. I want it to be worth millions per Bitcoin.
Nice, mate. Loving that. I mean, is that like the bare bones of it? Is that literally like the economics behind it when you cut through the mustard and you get to the bottom? Is that it?
That's it. And that's what we spend money for. Very simple.
Right, loving that. I'm on board. Let's just help it along. Rock and roll. So we've got the hash rate 0.5%, or actually 0.6 really, round it up. Network nodes 1.7, transactions 45.5, loving that, smashing all these other coins. And block size, look at that, 70.5%, beautiful, beautiful. Right, let's have a look at block sizes, but before we do that, we'll just have our usual guest on the show, Michael Saylor, because I do love his enthusiastic energy. So Michael, what do you say to all those people that think they should change Bitcoin from how Satoshi originally designed it in the white paper?
I like Bitcoin the way it is.
Oh, well, so do we, mate, but we really like it. How do you compete with that?
In fact, In fact, I love Bitcoin the way it is.
All right, mate, calm down, calm down. Right, well, you can't just leave it there. You're going to have to explain yourself. What is it about Bitcoin that you love so much?
The way it's currently constructed, it is possible to put all $250 trillion of monetary energy.
Whoa, $250 trillion of monetary energy. Where's that going to go?
In big blocks of encrypted energy on the blockchain.
Whoa, they're big blocks, mate. What kind of numbers are we talking about?
Maybe the Bitcoin will be 1 million. You can probably calculate $10 million of Bitcoin or something.
Whoa, $10 million per Bitcoin or something. How's that going to fit and where's it going to go?
Big blocks, $100 million chunks on the blockchain.
All right, mate. Now we're talking. Let's have a look at these big blocks then. So we got, I'm just going to call out megabyte blocks, 3, 4, 3, 22, 16, 7, 7, 4, 422. That's all right, a little bit measly for Bitcoin. But I mean, look at Amory struggling to get over a kilobyte in some of his blocks. Hilarious. And we'll have a look at Bcrash. How many blocks do they actually have over a megabyte? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that it? 5 blocks over a megabyte. And Coolcoin, have they got all their blocks filled today? Oh, yeah, they have. Never mind. You know, restricted to 1 megabyte. Absolutely hilarious. Hash rate follows price, follows value, follows utility, follows creativity, initiative, and intelligence. If you are intelligent and you apply creativity and initiative, you can make something useful. When something is useful, it can then create value. When it creates value, it can then develop a price. When it develops a price, it can then be measured against the cost of other goods and services and used as a medium of exchange. Proof of work by network, Coolcoin, Bcrash, and eCash, all that will just simply fall into their own footprint because they're Ponzi schemes, because that's what Ponzi schemes do. Bcrash Bitcoin hash rate, Bcrash Bitcoin proof of work. If that's coming up, never mind, don't need to see that one. But this is what we're interested in. So look at this. This is 24,843 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Coolcoin, and it's cheaper than any of these other shitcoins as well. Amazing. It's currently 0.5% more profitable to mine on BTC, but it shows you the competition is rife for the genuine Bitcoin. Yes, indeed. All right, and let's carry on. Daily average Bitcoin block size by network, Bitcoin smashing it. Daily Bitcoin transactions by network, Bitcoin winning. Transactions per block by network, Bitcoin winning. Fees, this is actually fees in the block. So Bcrash, they've got a problem with actually transaction fees there because that line there doesn't correlate with actual transactions on the network. Fees, SirToshi's, same problem they've got there. Oh, look at that block reward ratio. Again, that's a problem with transaction fees they've got there. Look at this daily accumulated Bitcoin blockchain growth by network. Let's have a look at this proper. Move that along. So we have got the Bitcoin chain, which is now 384 gigabytes in comparison to Coolcoin. That's 358. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's just have a word with Craig. Craig, can you tell us what we can expect from Bitcoin in the future?
We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks.
The entire chain in one block. Amazing.
We've tested 1 million transactions a second.
Love it.
And transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes.
Michael Saylor would be absolutely over the moon if he heard that. Oh dear, oh dear. Let's have a look. Yeah, we are now 27.18 gigabytes in front of Coolcoin. Absolutely brilliant. Right, let's have a look at the hash rate here. This is where the politics lies. Global hash rate 7 days. Global hash rate 24 hours. Again, a bit of a mix up there because obviously the hash rate in China is moving to places like Kazakhstan. So hash rate, global hash rate 24 hours. This is a Coolcoin 24 hours. Yeah, just F2 pool. Moving a little bit, but everything else looks pretty similar. Bcrash. So we've got Bitmain, which is Antpool, and BTC.com. So 47, 48 roughly % of the hash rate via BTC on there as well. Absolutely hilarious. Total shitcoin enterprises. Whoa, look at Bitcoin. Tal absolutely macking it. Was that 66% there? Look at that. 66.67. And Hathor down to 10.4 on Bitcoin. Good to see F2 Pool on there. Shame Matterpool's not on there, but wow, I mean, Tal absolutely macking it. Yeah, hopefully they'll be getting bigger and bigger. So this is Amory's coin. Look at that, Hathor completely dominating it. What an absolute joke of a project that is. So the reason we're squeezing all the shitcoiners off the chain is because we don't want them holding any Bitcoin when the time comes that they need it. So it just means they're going to be dumping their shitcoins in order to get it, because they haven't got the software to, well, there'll be massive competition for Bitcoin once they see what's going on, because they don't know what Bitcoin is. So let's have a look at these short positions then. This is going to be Bitcoin. So yeah, interesting. So short positions are still 91%. What a joke. Let's have a look at Cool Coin. Oh, what's this? A little spike in the short positions. So whereas it's normally 2%, what is it now? Ooh, is that going up a little bit? Look at that. Look at that. Let's say it's up there. 13%. It looks like people are expecting another crash. That's going to drag the market down. Ooh, get ready, people. Get ready. 13%. That's huge. People in the know, they know something is coming. Wow. Wow. Hold on to your hats, people. That's all we can say there. Great stuff. Let's have a look at Bitcoin blockchain working live in front of our very eyes. Let's maybe refresh that. Is Bitcoin blocks live going? There we go. Look at that. Oh, 53 transactions per second. Very good. So for any newbies watching this, the vertical rectangular blocks at the top of the transactions being recognized by the mining nodes on the network. Once they're recognized by the mining, once they're recognized by more than 50% of the mining nodes on the network, which is instantly, because it's an ultra small world mandala network, which is this. There we go, where the size of the network increases. As the density of the links goes to 0, making it an ultra small world and highly sparse respectively, and shows that the original network formulation can lead to an improved topology against malicious attacks. It's a beautiful network, So yeah, the size of so as the size of the network increases, the density of the links goes to 0, making it ultra small world. Amazing. So once they're recognized by the mining, more than 50% of the mining nodes on the network, the transaction is effectively confirmed. It's then thrown into the memory pool, where it's competed for by the miners and payment processors in order to create a block, put the transaction within a block, and then place the block on the blockchain, which is when they're rewarded with the Coinbase data, otherwise known as the block reward, otherwise known as freshly minted Bitcoin. And as you can see, this block here, in the highlighted rectangular box below, we've got the hash of that block, the block height, who it was mined by, the size, the time, the date, the transaction count, and the total fees in the block. And it's these fees which will eventually surpass the block reward, as we'll let Laura Shin explain. But before we do that, just check charts quickly, see if there's any movers and shakers. That's all right, always worth checking. Here we go, and take the floor, Laura Shin. Here we go.
So, as you mentioned, at a certain point when the block reward stops, there will be a transition where miners will be compensated in transaction fees, not in the block reward. And the current amount that they earn is from fees is about 9% of the block reward. And so we'd have to see transaction fees 11x by roughly 2140, which is when the new Bitcoins will stop being minted. But I just wondered, if we don't see an increase in the amount of transactions that can happen at layer 1, because the number of layer 1 transactions is limited. And right now I feel like a lot of the scaling is focusing on layer 2. Can transaction fees 11x in that time, or will that require people to pay a lot more per transaction?
Over the next couple halving cycles, we should see it start to predominantly be the value that is compensated to the miners in the block reward. If Bitcoin is the world reserve currency that doesn't have a strong security model, like there's not a lot of monetary compensation in the block reward due to transaction fees, well, then its long-term security will be weak. If it is the world reserve currency, there will be very, very many layer 1 transaction fees.
Okay, yeah. So it sounds like you think it is possible that the amount in transaction fees will maybe not be enough on layer 1 to replace the block reward when the time comes.
Absolutely, it won't be enough to replace the block reward when the time comes, because it can only do 7 transactions a second, you absolute moron. Do you honestly think 7 transactions a second is going to service all of this lot? the backbone to the new financial economy, the global economy. Bitcoin is, for the first time ever, a commercial internet. That is what we're looking at here. It is amazing. It needs more than 7 transactions per second. Dear oh dear. Let's have a look at BitInfo charts. Here we go. So Bitcoin now with 11.6% of the overall transactions on the network. Coin, yeah, smashing them. Litecoin, don't know what's going on there anyway. But let's have a listen to XRP. We'll just find out from their CTO that it's an absolute load of crap.
The XRP is a digital asset. It's censorship resistant. It's publicly traded. It trades on the XRP ledger. Ripple does not own or control the XRP ledger in any way.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
So how did Ripple then get all the XRP that it has? It has about half the supply. So just how did that particular transaction happen?
Good question. How did Ripple end up with half the supply of XRP?
So the way its design works is when the ledger first began operation, the 100 billion XRP, all that will ever exist, were sort of up for grabs.
Remind me to look at the economic theory for up for grabs when this is finished. What a joke.
And lots of people grabbed XRP out of that system, but it just so happens that obviously, just like early miners mined, huge amounts of Bitcoin before the public knew about it or was using it, early XRP users grabbed large amounts of that pool of XRP. And so the people who developed the ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
Let's have that one more time, David.
Ledger wound up with, the vast majority of it.
And now let's listen to the Ethereum founders telling us they knew it can't scale for sure.
It scales somewhat.
Hardly scales at all, mate.
Plans or initial we knew it wasn't going to be scalable for sure.
Fail. Let's have a look at transactions. Here we go, just because I love this chart, always worth looking at it. And on the log, yeah, that is Bitcoin in the purple. Beautiful. Scaling testnet, we're just checking the figures. Yep, still looking good. There's the Terranode. Shadows take the floor.
We have run this across all 10 nodes, and I have actually seen volumes in excess of 100,000 per second. I wasn't quite brave enough to try that one today, live on stage. But there we have a real-life example of a Terranode that is able to scale. If I had more time, I would show you one that's actually running at a steady-state capacity and show that it actually can continue for a long period of time without any problems.
Beautiful, Steve. Beautiful.
For reference, we don't think that the Bitcoin SV software would be able to handle a validation rate like that at this point in time.
And the time frame?
By the end of this month, we're hoping to actually have alpha versions of Terranode listening on the mainnet. They won't be trying to produce blocks. They'll just be listening and processing peer-to-peer messages. We'll also build, we have built scale testnets, global scale testnets for the Terranode specifically. We can't do this on the scaling testnet because we'll crush it.
Amazing.
Because we have proven that Terranode can scale, we've proven what Satoshi always said about Bitcoin. Bitcoin can and does scale. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. Absolutely amazing. Trends.cash, here we go. Yeah, apps ranking by money spent. Good to see all these applications on there. No longer just a weather app. Crypto Quant, yeah, look, BTC, all exchanges reserves, they've been cashing out of that piece of shit, which has caused a liquidity squeeze, and the spike in the price caused by excessive tether printing. It's a massive bubble and worth nothing. Oh dear. What's on chain? Estimated next block size 2.6 megabytes. Look what the transactions coming in. Beautiful. Joho's main pool. There we go. This is what a mempool is meant to look like. Data comes in, then it gets clear. What it's not meant to look like is Coin BTC, which it looks like a swimming pool because they can't clear the data. They need to pull a plug. Oh dear, but there isn't one. And let's have a look at TX Street for transactions. Here we go. And let's have a listen to Adam Back, the Chief Executive Officer at Blockstream, and his expectations of a payment network.
So, fee estimation in some cases is quite bad. If you're paying a friend, you can probably afford to wait 4 hours and not pay a priority fee.
Oh, shut up, you muppet. And let's have a look at Ethereum here. So they've currently got a transfer fee of $1.06. What have you got to say about that, Vitalik?
The internet of money should not cost 5 cents a transaction. It's kind of absurd.
Really? So what's $1.06? Oh dear. And the Federal Reserve, what do we know about excessive money printing?
Statistical analysis has found that every time an empire begins to near its own demise, you'll find that its currency will be debased.
And that's exactly what we're looking at there. It's not looking good. So knowing that Bitcoin is the only thing that can save us, how are we feeling about it, CoinGecko? 82%. Alrighty, loving that. Loving that. Morning run. Oh, good to see they've taken the volume out of genuine Bitcoin there, but it's still 9,600. Stay away from this, people. Move fast and break stuff does not mean breaking the law. Let's have a look at the depth chart. Currently $127. We've got 5.5 million asks versus 6.2 million bids. Oh, price is going down a little bit. Let's have a look at Bitfinex. So this is Bitcoin versus US dollar. Upsy downsy there. Let's have a look at Coolcoin versus US dollar. Snaking away. It's a TDXP up here. Let's have a look at this one for BSV BTC chart. There we go. Look at that. Love it. So each one of these candles is an hour marker. Beautiful. Yeah, looks like it's just sort of holding its own a little bit. That's all right. That'll do. Good, good. Let's have a look at the coin crap markets. Coolcoin down 1.5. What's Bitcoin? Let's have a look. Down 2.8. Oh, yeah, beating us today. Never mind. But let's have a look. See if there's any more joke shop coins on here. Teta Fuel cracks me up. Pancake Swap. What a joke. Bitcoin Binance. It's just so funny. Oh my God. Shiba Inu is at 27. Filecoin, which is an absolute flop. Like, oh my goodness me, what an absolute shambles that is. Dogecoin at number 6. You know, if you want to know anything about the market, Dogecoin says it all. Number 6 in the coin market crap. Oh my God. YouTube, our current subscribers 577, moving in the right direction. 49 in the last 28 days. Good stuff. Right, let's have a quick search for Kurt Wattuck on CoinGeek channels to see how that video with Stephen Matthews was doing, because that was absolutely flying recently. Here we go. CoinGeek. Let's have a look. Here we go. Videos. And where is it? Whoa, look at this. Whoa. Look at it, 4,814 views. Check it out. Check it out. That is flying off the shelf. That could be one of the best performing videos of CoinGeek this year. That is huge. That is huge. All right, tell you what else we'll do. Let's just look at our Women in BSV video. Here we go. 136 views. That's all right. Still going strong. Loving that. Let's have a look at Streamanity. So, oh, excellent. Made over $1 from the last video. And yeah, good. Excellent. Thank you very much. 290 followers. Get in there. And Twitch statistics. 25 views in the last 24 hours. And my followers 421. Loving that. Let's look at Ruthie's tweet, 967. There we go, 968. Let's check out our man Satoshi. There he is. 49,400. That should be over 80,000, but Twitter are doing the thing, taking followers away. And a stablecoin printer. Is there any more USDT being printed? Oh, can't see any. Oh, amazing. That's why the BTC price will be going down, because it's all Tether. Oh dear. Right, there we go. 26 minutes. That'll do. Shout out to Diddy and Aaron in the chat box. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed the show. We're now up to date with the figures. Catch you guys later. Get paid for posting your pics on Relica. Download the app now at www.getrelica.com. Get your tweet etched on Twitch, forever on the Bitcoin blockchain. Do it today at www.jointwitch.com. buybsv.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Support independent content creators on micropayment platforms such as Streamanity, Twitch and Relica. We should profit from our data, not the large corporations who track, monitor and sell it. If you enjoy the Bitcoin content that I produce, please support me by heading over to www.sirtoshi.tv, where you can keep up to date with all the latest news, gossip and content as it's created. Thanks very much. To get started in Bitcoin, go to freebsv.com, where you can claim your free Bitcoin. Then head over to Twitter and follow @IamSatoshi, where you can take part in his very generous and world famous free giveaways. The future of advertising meets the power of Bitcoin at Tonic Pow. Get paid for posting advertising campaigns to your social media profiles. Go to www.tonicpowads.com.